Hi and welcome back to my channel Crafty Calamity. So today I'm going to be working with the Winter Wonderland luxury topper collection, and I have it's called a Winter Wonderland, the topper set that I'm using today. So it has the wolf, the owl, the hare, not the hair, not a hair on your head, and then I've got the wolf topper, card sheet, sorry, not the topper, and then I have the owl one, and then I have a owl and a wolf insert paper. And I've also got a piece of paper that comes with the inserts as well, just in case I'm going to be using them. So I'm just going to put them to the side, bring that one back in because that's the one I'm using today. So I'm going to get a gold, is it gold? Gold mirror. And cut that down to, so before I cut that down I'll explain to you the size of the card. So the card is a 8 by 5 inches cut from an A3 card stock. So I'm just going to grab some some silver mirror, gold mirror, sorry, not silver mirror, out of this. I think that bit will be big enough. So there is my card, 8 by 5. So it's 8 that way and 5 in that way. And then my topper and my, yeah, so that side is big enough. So this needs to be cut down to 2 notches under the 8. So I always go 2 notches under with the gold mirror, and then when you're doing the card stock for the top I always go 4 notches. You can do more if you want a bigger border or a smaller border, the decision's up to you. So that is that bit, so that should fit onto there like so. Yep. Put that over there. I'm not going to be using the wolf on this one, so again this will be 4 notches under the 8. So I'll put that bit to one side and we'll use that on maybe my next card or my card after that, depends on what way I'm going with this top set. And then 4 notches under the 5. Again, just making sure that you line it up onto your trimmer, and my trimmer is the Hunkydory one. Just put that to the side. And then I do have a guillotine as well that I use to cut the paper, the inserts, because the trimmer does not like the paper inserts. It will cut all cardstock, and it will cut all the shiny papers that you get inside a book, but it will not cut just a normal paper. So I'm going to come in with my Clout all-purpose glue. So some of you that do watch Sybil Jane Concoctions, she also uses the Clout all-purpose glue, and I also use the Cloud tacky glue, which is what Sybil Jane uses as well. So when I first started watching her, I saw her using this glue, but I couldn't work out what the glue was in the video. So I private messaged her and asked her what glue she used in her videos on her cards, and she told me which one it was. So I appreciate that she was willing to share what she uses with me. So I decided to have a go with this glue as well. So this is going onto the front of here like so, and then this is going to be stuck onto here. So when I first originally started making cards, before I started getting into Hunkydory, I just had a... So when I first started making cards, I had a few bits and pieces of Hunkydory that I had got from my auntie when she was having a sort out of her card stock and all of that. So I was originally just doing like stuff from the works and other bits and pieces that I'd brought from in Wilkinson's when they used to do quite a bit of card making supplies and that in there. So that was like the Dovecraft ones, which I've still got because I've not used them up yet. And if you can hear my phone in the background, I'm terribly sorry. I've just got on to playing Monopoly Go. Anyway, that's coming off subject. So here is the front of the card. So it is a tent fold, like so. So it stands up like that. So that's the design for that one. And the toppers that we're going to use is this toppers design here. So we're going to use the hare, the owl and the wolf. So the thing with these ones is they've got Christmas sentiments on there, and they do have like birthday sentiments. So this one here, for instance, have an extra special day. This one says let it snow. This one says happy birthday. This one says wishing you a Merry Christmas. And then this little tag one says just for you. So like I was just saying just a minute ago, so yeah, Dovecraft I was doing, that's what I first started out doing. And then so I have been crafting for on and off for the 10 years or so, and then I stopped for a while, and then this June was when I started really getting back into my card making again, finding time for me to do bits that I wanted to do, with having a very busy schedule with work. So work was playing a, or still is a big part of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So unfortunately I don't get all the time in the world to be crafting and making cards. So then I got onto, I don't know how I come across it, but I started watching the Hunkydory TV channel on YouTube because I was looking for ways to make like cards, different designs, and then I come across Hunkydory TV, and then I come across Sybil Jane Concoctions and started watching one of her videos and liked what I saw, so just subscribed so as I could keep watching what videos she'd done. And also she was kind of the reason as to why I got into making my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's part of the reason. And also I just need to correct myself from my last video. I was watching it back earlier, and in the video I didn't get her channel name correct. Her channel name is actually Sybil Jane Concoctions, not Sybil Jane Connections. So apologies for getting the channel name wrong. So if you do like watching these type of videos, please do pop along to her channel and watch some of her brilliant card makes on her channel. I like the way she makes her cards because she explains what she's doing, and you could, if you really wanted to, you could craft along with her at the same time, because her videos are that good that you can actually craft along with her. Or if you're like me, when I'm watching her, I don't craft along, I just watch them because I get my inspiration from watching her do her videos, and I quite enjoy watching her make them. And yeah, So today is Monday, so where I am it's not a bad day today either. It's quite a warm day. I've had to open the window in November. That's very unusual to open a window in November. So I'm just placing these onto the front of this card, just trying to make sure that they're not sitting too close together or too far apart. And I just put the foam pads on and the tacky glue onto the back of them as well, just so a bit of wriggle room, if you like. Now I'm going to put my sentiment on, which is going to be this one. So have an extra special day. And again, that's just going to come on with some little square foam pads which I've got in here. So I keep all my sheets that I started on in a little tray on my desk, so that I can, rather than getting more and more foam pads everywhere, I just try and use up some of the ones that I've already got out and opened or using. So just pulling off the back ends on here, and as this is being recorded on a Monday, this morning on Hunkydory TV, I don't know how many of you watched it this morning, but they have a goodie box that's coming out, or Christmas goodie box. So if you're like me and you love crafting, you would really want to get one of them. They're like £80 worth of goods for £30, so that's pretty cool. And if you watched the show this morning, you would have actually seen them unboxing 3 of them. So I've only ordered the one because I don't want any more than that, because I do have quite a bit of Hunkydory collection anyway. So, and that's just been dispatched today. I just had a notification ping on my phone. So yeah, hopefully that'll be here maybe tomorrow or the next day. So I'm just going to come in now to finish this card off with some of these little pearl gems that I got from AliExpress for like a couple of quid, and they are nice looking gems. So these are a mixed bag. So now I've got quite a few different colours. I might have to get some more because I don't have all the colours that they do. So I'm just putting 3 on this top bit. I haven't got my tray at the moment. I'll have to get another one. Just going to put some more on the bottom here, and hopefully they're all the same colour. That's a bit big, that one. That'll be the next one down. Oops. You do get all different sizes in here. Some of them are really small. So I'm coming in with this one, and then I'm just going to put one small one by the side of that one, just there. So this one can go right on there, and this one I don't need. Oh, dropped it on my lap. Good catch somewhere. Don't know where that went. There we go, got it. So this is card number 1 finished, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's card number 1. So I'm just going to put that one to the side for the minute and let them gems dry. And then I'm going to come back in with my second card, which is going to be either the big owl one or the big wolf one. I'm not 100% sure yet which one it is, so I'll just sort myself out on camera, decide how I'm going to make this one, and then I'll be back with that second card shortly. Right, okay, so I've had a little think for my second card. So I've cut a piece of card down and I've done it 8 by 4, so it's an 8 by 8, and scored at 4. And then I've got a bit of mirror here. I was going to go, I think I said the owl before I went off to sort out what I was going to do, and I've decided to come back in and finish off this wolf one. So this is 4 wide and 8 tall, so it needs to be 2 notches under the 4, which it actually is. Yep. And then it needs to be 2 notches under the 8, and it should fit on this card, hopefully, without any issues. I'm just going to check just to see if this is going to have any issues with being on here, which it's not, so that's fine. And I've decided to go in with, so I might use that bit on the another topper set that I've got of the same type. So this needs to be 4 notches under the 8, which I think it already is, and then it needs to be 4 notches under the 4, which I don't think it's big enough. So this one might be a little bit too small, but as I said to you before, you can have a bigger border on this one, or you can have the bigger border on the other one. So this is, let me just see, so it's 3 3/4, so it is quite a small piece of card, to be honest. Just looking, because this card doesn't seem like it's straight, this gold mirror, but according to this it is straight, so you can have it so you've got like that, or you can take it in a little bit so that you've got more of the white card showing on the background rather than this. This still doesn't look straight, so let me have a little look and see. So that's 3 3/4. Just trying to work out whether I want that to be that small, which is probably going to be the better way for me to do this card, to be honest. I'm going to take this one down a notch under the 8 and a 4, so I'm going to take it down another 1, so another inch off of there. So it's more or less sort of all the same all the way around. There we go. So I'm just going to move that to the side out of the way, bring in my card front, and then I'm going to stick this down onto the gold mirror. So again with my all-purpose cloud glue, when this decides it wants to come out. So when I first started making cards, I didn't use this type of glue. I used prick stick, and I used double-sided normal tape, which I do still use now and again on certain cards that I make. It depends on my mood, but most of the time I try and use this all-purpose cloud glue and this tacky glue of the same make. So that's nearly stuck that onto the card itself and not onto the gold mirror. So line it up as best as you can onto there. And I'm just going to get another bottle of this all-purpose glue, because that one's getting, the one I was using is getting a little bit low now, and it's getting a bit hard to come out, so I need to fill that up at some point. And then we go back in with the all-purpose glue again on the back, just down the middle. Because if any of you watch Sybil Jane Concoctions, she will say that the all-purpose glue will take the shine off of any gold mirror that you use. So try not to get it too close to the edges so it doesn't splurge out when you press down your cardstock onto your card front. And the thing with this glue is it does give you a bit of wriggle room so that you can move the card around on the card, if that makes sense. So I've got this topper, and I'm going to go with, I've lost my topper sheet, so I'm going to go with this Let It Snow one. This would be a nice card for my mum because she likes wolves. So I'm going to take these out. I'm not going to use this very thin strip frame here because it's a bit flimsy. So I'm just going to take this out from this one, this arch one. Just pulled a bit off the backing off, but don't worry about that so much. So this one I'm just going to come down with some tacky glue just on the edge of this, all the way around. Hopefully not too much that doesn't splurge out all over the place. And then I'm just going to put this down here at the bottom, not too far down, about there. And then this one is going to have the double-sided foam pads onto it and then stuck down into the middle. So this is a quick and easy card, although it would have been a bit nicer if I had a bigger bit of cardstock for that one, for the front of it, to go on the gold mirror, so that the frame that I'm used with the topper is not sitting right on the edge, so now you can't see that cardstock, you can just see the gold, so you've got gold on gold now. But it's still going to be a nice card. Just going to put a little bit of tacky glue on the back of these foam pads, just so that I can give it a bit of a wriggle around so that it will sit where I want it to sit, so it doesn't sit too high up one way and too low down on the other. There we go, so that's perfect for that one. Then again with these foam pads, just onto there, just pull them off. And then this is going to go at the top. So I could have made this card a little bit smaller with what I've used. Just going to put on a bit of tacky glue again. And then place that down onto there. And then I'm going to come back in with my gems just to finish it off. Make it look a bit more sprucier. Spruce up a little bit. I've got a gem stuck right under my nail. I'm going to pop that out hopefully. There we go. I'm going to come in with these bigger ones. These are a bit, oh, they're different colours as well. Didn't notice that. Hopefully I've got another one of them. There we go. So I'm going to have 4 gems on here, 2 of each. So one in this corner here, that colour, one in this corner, and turn it round and go down to the bottom and put one on each corner. This one doing the opposite sides, one there, and then one there. And there we have, let's move that over a little bit so it sits similar to that one. So there we have card number 2 done. I'm just going to bring in card number 1 and card number 2. So off of that topper set I've still got the owl and 3 sentiments, one being a tag type, just for you. So the owl one, I could make similar card to this one, but maybe a bit smaller in height, and hopefully the gold mirror and the backing card would be a different colour. So that's the 2 cards that I'm doing for this video. I think, or I might end up doing just finishing off that topper set actually. So scrap me saying that that's the only 2 cards I'm doing for this one, but I'm going to finish off that other bit with the owl. So I'm going to do an owl one, and then when I've sorted out what style of card I'm going to make, I shall come back with it in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm back to do my final card. This one is a stepper card, and it's 6 by 4 this way. Yeah, 6 by 4 this way, and it's been, if I'm trying to remember correctly on my get my scoreboard out because I can't remember what the measurements are, because I've got the big scoreboard, so I've done score at 2, score at 4, and then a score at 8, which gives you the stepper as such, as so, like that. So obviously I've got this little owl left, this one that says Merry Christmas. Then I have a birthday one and a just for you, but I think this one, I'm going to turn this one into a Christmas card as well, just keeping on that track for the moment. And then I have this piece of card here, but I don't want to use the owl, because obviously this part of the owl is going to cover that, so there's no point in me using that bit on there. So I'm going to use this one, but I also need a piece of gold mirror, which I'm going to have to get from my stash, because the ones that I've got left over are not big enough. So I'm just going to grab that and then turn that over, because it's going to blind you in this light. So I need a bit for the front of my card, so it's going to be 6, so 2 notches under the 6, and then 2 notches under the 4. It's going to be my inside step. Oops. So that's going to be that bit there, and then with this one it needs to be 2 notches under the 2. Yep. So that should fit onto the front of there, like so. So that's only 2 bits of gold mirror you need for this one. Just going to put this spare stuff out of my way for the time being. Bring this piece back in, and because I'm not using this owl, I'm just trying to decide whether or not I'm going to use the, so it needs to be 4 notches under the 6. So I'm going this way with it. There's a bit left over, and then I'm going to go this way. I think I'm going to use this, sorry if you can't see that, I'm going to use this corner edging. So I'm going to go 4 notches under the 4 this way, for that bit. So that's going to go on the side there, and then this one I'm going to use this side of it, so that this little corner bit that's left on here will match up with that one when it's on its open side. So again, 4 notches under the 4 notches under the 2, and don't move it, and I'll put that on there. So that is the only bit of cutting. That is the only bit of cutting I need to do for this one at the moment. So I'm just going to bring these back in. lay these out, lay that out like that, so that I can put this piece in at the back underneath. So I'm coming back in with my all-purpose glue clow. Sorry if you can hear my tummy rumbling, because it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I've not had lunch yet. I'm just going to have lunch once I've done this video. So I'm just going to place that onto there, just going to bring that in so you can see what I'm actually doing. So doing it off a camera. Fold that and push that on, give it a good press down, and then same on the back of this piece, and then a bit of glue on each corner again, and then we stick this down onto the card. Make sure we put it up the right way around, which way you want it. Just going to flatten that out for a minute so I can get this on and in place, hopefully, without it moving around too much. There we go. And then come back to this little border one. Same again on this one. All-purpose glue on the back, just down the middle, and then a bit of this on each corner, like so. And then put this one onto here, like so. Oops, moved about a little bit. And there, see what I mean? I've got glue on my hand, and then it's splurged all over. Hopefully it won't take that shine off of that gold mirror. Put a bit of tacky glue on this one, and then hopefully fix this down as well. Let's try and move that over just a tad, because it seems to have moved. Just going to try and straighten that up a little bit. And there we go. So then that'll sit up like that, so it'll look like that once it's all stuck together. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my topper. Like so. I don't know if I'm going to use that frame. I might use it. I'm going to have a little play around with how I want this card to be. So I'm just going to bring my card back in. I might stick, because I want this to fit into a 6x6 envelope when it's like put onto the here. So I need that to sit like that, and I need that to sit on the inside of that one as well. But also don't know whether I'm going to use this frame, because it's the outer frame. I might, so I can pick it up properly, and then I might put that across like that, with that one sitting like that, so that when the card's open it is going to be like that. That's what I'm going to do. And then the topper, the one that says wishing you Merry Christmas, will go down on the bottom piece there. So this one, I don't need to go all the way up with the glue, because half of the card is not going to be shown. So I'm just going to open that up for a minute, just and put that onto there, so I can see where it's going to be sitting, to make sure that it's going to fit into a 6x6 envelope. So that's just going to sit on the edge there like so. And I didn't use the all-purpose glue, I used the tacky glue with this one. Then this one is going to be sitting on some foam pads. So I'm going to use these ones here, Hopefully they're not too wide, no. So they should sit on there like so, and I've run out of them ones now. So I need to get another sheet of them. And these foam pads are from Amazon. So they're not Hunkydory, they're just some site that I looked at and thought, I thought they were going to be actually wider than what they were, but they're a little bit skinny, but they're also very sticky. They keep sticking to my fingers when I'm trying to place them down. Hopefully that's going to work, because they are so awkward to remove off of here. So I think in future I'm going to just be using Hunkydory strips, because they are really good, the Hunkydory ones. I brought some and I think I've run out of them now. So I'm just going to use that. It should be high enough. I don't want to go too high again, just because of where the card is going to be sitting. So hopefully I haven't gone too high on this one. I'm just putting these backings off. Hopefully. Pull that one off. Pull that one off. This bit is so time consuming trying to get these backings off of this one. Ow, just stabbed myself with my pokey tool. Just trying to get that one off. Got a squeaky chair as well. So I'm going to put this one, oops, I think I did that. Oh, I did stab myself. I didn't make myself bleed, but I think I will be fine. See, I told you, these are very sticky, they're sticking to my fingers. Okay, so again, just going to bring this card down to the, so it's by the 4 mark, and hopefully you can see this on, it's still in camera shot, or still in view, and it's just going to go slightly above the other frame that I stuck on here, and hopefully when I turn it over there's no visible signs of any foam pads or any glue. Or foam pads I should say, I didn't use glue on them. Oh, I used glue on the gold one, silly Billy. So now for my topper. I told you my chair's a bit squeaky everywhere I move. Oops. Put some foam pads on this bottom section here. Don't need to go too high again, just because it is going to be sitting above that. And I'm going to put a bit of tacky glue on this one, just because this is going to be sitting inside that one frame there. Hopefully I can get these off without any trouble. And then get this tacky glue on the back of here, so that I've got a little bit of wriggle room, because you have to get this back inside this one like so. Perfect. First time, and there shouldn't be any foam pads at the bottom above that, which is good. So now I'm just going to put some little foam pads on the back of this one. Just so I can stick this one down, and then for the final part of the card come back in with a few gems just to finish it off. If you wanted to, you could come in with some glitter. I don't really use glitter on my cards. I do have the glitter, but I just find glitter a bit of a messy process, and you have glitter stuck to everything for days. So I'm just going to put this onto the front of this card. So it says, wishing you a Merry Christmas, and hopefully it's more central, which it is. And then for the gems, I'm going to see what I've got here. So I've got some like goldy coloured ones, browny colour, which I might go with them. I haven't used this set yet, so I'm just going to put the gems. I'm going to put one on, a couple up here. Hopefully, there's my picky up tool. See what ones I'm going to come in with. Come in with these bronzy, browny kind of colour. I need really need a tray, but we'll go with, can't find any more. I'm just going to have to get a tray out of my drawer because I can't see all the gems because there's too many in this pot. So I'll just flick a few out and then go with what we've got. Let me see. I think I'm going to come in with a creamy colour. Although it does look, yeah, that looks cool. And then come in with one of these ones again. Bit of a mix up on that one. Well, not a mix up, but a bit of a mix on the colours to make it a little bit different. And then I'm just going to put a couple on in here because this doesn't have, so it draws your attention to that part of the card as well. So again, I'm going to come in with one of these in the middle, and then hopefully I've got a couple of these little ones again which go there. Give it a bit of a shake, and then one on there. I think that's all I'm going to do on that card. So I'm just going to put these away before I bring in my other two cards to show you what we made. I'll grab them too. So we've got that one, and then we've got these two. I'll just get rid of this up. That's my little bit of, so I know what I'm working with. So that is the 3 cards I made today, and then I've still got a few bits of cardstock left over from that one, and a couple of sentiments which I never throw away. I keep them in case, because I've got a little book of it as well, of this Winter Wonderland. So that is the 3 cards on this video for today. All I've got to do on these is put the backings on, the inserts inside or on the back, depending on which way I decide to do these. So that is it for this video. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do like, and if you do like my videos, please do subscribe. Until next time, please do take care. Speak to you all again soon. Bye bye for now.